winner of the Turner Prize and organizer of this Creative Time event at the Santa Fe Plaza. Thank you for agreeing to be interviewed by AdobeAirstream.com about conversations about Iraq. Okay, so tell me about, do you have a political agenda in running this project?
No. I mean, I have my own political views, but they're not expressed within this work as such. We're trying to make it as neutral as possible. I know it's very difficult to do. We're trying to make it a place where people can, of either persuasion, can talk, feel that we're not trying to put a point across. We're not trying to sell anything.
I see, okay. And so in the conversations that you've had, do people approach you? Do you approach them? How is that working?
Well, we give out this flyer, which helps, and then people come to us and they ask questions and so on. And, so it's pretty straightforward as a way of doing it. It's usually based around the flyer, and also people are interested in the car, which is really obviously a great conversation piece.
Exactly. How did you come by the car?
That was a long journey. For someone else got it on our behalf, really, and it took him about 7 months to get from Baghdad.
I see.
It's very complicated.
And you're traveling with an army sergeant and an Iraqi citizen as around the country?
That's a very important part of the project, is the ability to meet someone who's been there or lived through the wars that have happened there. And you can just talk to them about what it was like to be in Baghdad during the bombings or the embargo and so on.
So the phrase has been applied, or I've heard you called a social entrepreneur. What do you think about that?
That's fine.
What does that mean?
It seems to suggest I make loads of money, but I don't. But I'm entrepreneurial or opportunistic as an artist, in the sense that I try and make art about things I am interested in a way that I think is relevant.
And is it exploding the definition of art, the projects that you've been involved in, which are collaborative by nature, like this one?
They're pushing it. They're pushing definitions. I don't think they're exploding them, but I think they're on the fringes of what most people consider to be art.
So tell me a little bit about what you hope the outcome of this project is going to be at the end of your travels through states like Pennsylvania, Virginia, Ohio, Missouri, almost a campaign swing.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. We don't have any kind of objective as such. We just want to arrive safely in Los Angeles, and we're not trying to change people's minds or change the world in any way. We're just trying to put some information out and put this object on the road so people can see it.
And the blog will continue. The blog that's been running at conversationsaboutiraq.org will continue after the fact, or
that'll stop on the last day of our trip.
I see.
But that will stay up with the films and photographs and so on.
Okay, very good. Oh, and tell me, I have one last question, which is that I notice on your badhouse.org there's a Google warning on the website. Do you know about this?
No.
Yeah, it says, this site may damage your computer.
Excellent.